So if it's animals, you're picking up animal sacrifices and blood, that'd be more devil worship than Satanism.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's
So that is pretty dark.
It's a very dark energy over there. But I don't think we'll see much of that until it gets dark. To be honest, I think they'd wait until it was dark.
And there was just a rumble of thunder in the distance over that way.
I think it was an aeroplane.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. I'm half mutton, so.
I think it was an aeroplane. And it'd be good when the birds stop chirping, so we can actually hear what's going on a bit more.
Yeah.
I've got a digital recorder, so hopefully we may be able to catch some EVPs.
That could be good. Because we had quite a good EVP here last time.
We did.
Which was further down that way, which was by the farm. And if I remember rightly, that was, do you believe in Jesus?
It was, yeah, believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
Was the thing. We also had some light anomalies, but obviously we're not going to pick anything up while
no, not at the moment.
Light. But we needed to find the place in the daylight because
yeah.
my sense of direction is useless.
About as good as mine.
So we've had a few things happen. Carl felt a tug on his sleeve, and I had some strange ringing in my ear, but it was only in one, and it was only in my right ear, which was a similar area to where Carl
yes,
felt
it was this area here near this tree. It was right by this tree. Actually about where you're standing now.
Yeah, yeah, and that's exactly where.
Yeah.
It was just in this ear, in my right ear. So lasted a few seconds and then just went. So we'll see as it goes through if we can catch anything.
I'll have this here ready. We'll turn that on. I have experimented with it during the day. Wind doesn't seem to affect it, so unless it's a really strong gust of wind, it shouldn't go off unless it's touched. I've got a little cat ball there as a trigger object that flashes, so we'll give that a go and we'll be back soon, guys. There we go. Okay, there we go.
Hi again. Just a thought. This gibbet isn't the original gibbet, although they say it is. I'm getting absolutely no psychometry from this whatsoever. And actually, in 1699, this original gibbet would have rotted away to nothing. So this is just a replacement post that they've put in to mark where the gibbet used to be.
Yeah, I've not seen any teams mention that before.
But yeah, there's no psychometry coming from this whatsoever. I will get in amongst the gibbet over this stupid fence.
Yeah, mind your bits as you go over.
Just see if I can pick up anything from the actual ground. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. So now I'm picking up a sort of a vibration shaking.
Well, legend, if you can call it legend, it states that, as I said to you before we started filming the first time, supposedly, I'm not sure if it was just the skull or the whole body, was buried underneath there, and there was a stone placed on top of it as an unmarked grave.
But I'm not getting.
They were missing.
It's this half,
Mm.
and it's like this type of a vibration that I'm picking up from there.
Right.
So there is quite possibly human remains
Under there still.
under this gibbet.
Mm.
It's not. Yeah, I think it's just a skull. Come to me.
Well, the stone that was put there, as I said, to mark it as an unmarked grave, went missing years ago.
So under here,
There could still be remains.
there are remains. There's a skull, and there's a collection of bones. It's not a skeleton.
Just parts,
It's
yeah?
just bones that they've just chucked in. I'm assuming that they've just taken the thing down and it's fallen fell
Well, they left the
apart.
body here for 41 years,
Exactly.
so...
This guy was coated in tar.
Tarred and feathered?
No,
Possibly.
just tar.
Just tarred.
Why would you do that? I think he was coated in tar so that the body was preserved
Yeah.
and wasn't eaten by carrion feeding birds and things, so that it would be here for a much longer time, hanging in the gibbet, and not just a skeleton.
Right. Like a preservative.
Yeah, just like coated in.
That's definitely a stark warning.
A what?
That's definitely a stark warning to anyone.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what happened to this guy, and that's the only reason I can think of, because it looks like the whole body's black, so it's like it was been burnt.
Yeah.
And the only thing I could pick up a sort of that tar road type of. It's actually more like a ship. You know, like the ship smell. The old.
Well, they're
ships
coated on the outside of the boats
with the tar.
No waterproof.
So I can pick up that. So I think that they would have coated this guy in tar.
You got to think as
preserve the
well.
body.
Woodbridge isn't overly far.
Yeah.
It was originally the Viking settlement, and there is like the little dock area there, so
they would have had access to
they've
tar.
had access to it.
But that's what I think, and I'm picking up the blackness from below here as well. So even if his skull or his bones were there, there's also that blackness with them.
Yeah.
But they're not.
I've got the, as I've said to you before, I've got the local historian looking into more detail for me, and he's not been able to find much, unfortunately. But that was one of the things I've asked him to see if he could find out where or if the body was taken. I just saw movement behind you.
Body was taken. I saw movement behind you. I'll have to check that on camera. I don't think it was. It may have been the branches, but
Is anyone there?
whoever it was taller than you, and you're what, 6 foot?
Yeah.
I'd have said that was about 6'2".
I really don't like that area.
Hmm. As I was saying, I've got Ray. I've asked him if he can find out at all if the body was left there and buried underneath, or if they actually buried it in consecrated ground or buried it elsewhere. Or
It wouldn't have been. Normally, they wouldn't have buried a body in consecrated ground that had been hung and gibbeted. Normally, they would bury that on the parish boundary as well.
right. So potentially somewhere around here, if not under the gibbet, he could have actually been buried.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure when they stopped using gibbets or why they stopped.
This was the last time ever, from what I've been able to find
The
out.
thing would be, if they then knew that it was never going to be used again, that would explain why they'd left him here for 42 years,
Yeah.
just hanging in the gibbet. And it would have probably made sense to bury him underneath the gibbet at the foot of the gibbet, just to save carting him back up Dragar's Hill. So it would
For
make
what you've done, you haven't got the dignity of burial, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. So you're not buried in consecrated ground because you've sinned, and the ultimate sin is killing somebody.
Yeah.
So maybe. Well, I know there are bones up
Mm.
here, so I can feel it coming up. They're not. They're here behind. They're here.
Right.
So this. sort of
Also,
area-
what you saying about that gibbet not being the original would make sense anyway, because that concrete you can see is relatively modern.
They wouldn't have had concrete in 1699.
No. But no, what I mean is
Yeah.
like,
I know.
I wouldn't have said that was more than that. Concrete is in pretty good nick.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really.
It looks about 1950s.
Yeah,
concrete.
I was about to say that. I reckon it was about 50s or 60s.
I'm just going to see whether the gibbet goes through the concrete or it's on the concrete.
That actually looks like it's on it.
I'm also picking up blackness. It's like the body's been burnt, and it clearly wasn't ever burnt.
I'm not 100% certain Harry was executed. I'm assuming hanging. Well, yeah, I suppose so, because at Wickham Market, where we come in, where the charity shop is called Gallow Hill. And this bit here is Drag Arse Hill.
Yeah, Drag Arse Hill, so they dragged them down from the gallows
Mm.
and gibbeted them here.
Yeah, ironically, from what because I don't know the area too well, even though I've been here a while, from what I can tell, the actual murder was over in that direction,
Right.
over in Leverington. And this is the edges of Leverington, from what I can tell.
Yeah, so what they normally would have done was the gallows, or the pike, or what they called it years ago, would have been right on the outskirts of the village,
Yep.
so that it wasn't actually in the village parish boundaries of either village.
Which here would be, yeah.
So here would be the ideal place. But that's what I think, and I'm picking up the blackness from below here as well. So even if his skull or his bones were there, there's also that blackness with them.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Right, in between the times we've been setting up and all that, Peter's over there wandering about. Over this area here, I thought I saw a hazy movement. Now, looking around this whole area, there was no wires around whatsoever. Nothing at all. No phone lines or anything. But I saw a movement there. We've had sensations of being watched. Especially over that way, beyond the gibbet. Over this area here, there's absolutely nothing here as well, but Peter had a really large spike on his K2 meter. There's no wires here that could affect it.
We can get another spike.
Let's see if we can pick it up again.
Can you come do that again for us, please? Can you light the lights, please?
I'll prove you here. No, see, no, you had them spikes. There's nothing now. That's the exact spot you was at before when you had the spikes.
Yep, and it went up to red at one point.
Yeah.
It's on the concrete.
From this side, it looks like it's actually
There is a hole for it, but it's actually,
Yeah.
you put your hand into that gap.
That's above it.
It's above.
So does that give more proof that it isn't the original?
Yeah, there's no way that's the original. That would have rotted down.
Yeah.
And you can't pick up anything from it. The only way you can ever pick anything up is to just stand here.
You think this is what, 400 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't think oak, even oak outside wouldn't have survived that long.
No, that's... I'm not sure what
So-
that is.
So unless before that was put in, that's had a reminder there. There's like a plaque there for pretty much generations. There's no saying then actually that this is the specific spot.
It probably would be the spot.
Right.
Because they would have probably known more or less where the spot
Roughly where it was, yeah.
I think maybe the gibbet would have been slightly back, which is why I'm sort of
That would make
on
sense.
this side of it.
Yeah.
So maybe we should investigate from that side later rather than
Yep.
from the front.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no way I'm just picking nothing from this. Maybe try to see if we can get any readings on a EMF meter.
Yeah. Okay. I really wish I brought my walking stick.
Oh dear, maybe you could find one.
And we've had no activity on the this yet. Just make sure it's still working. Oh, yeah. So it's still definitely working. And nothing on a trigger object either. Okay.
That's where I was picking up the energy from.
As I say, I had my hand against this side of it, and it felt like somebody was holding it there, more not in a menacing kind of way, but more of a way of, look, keep your hand down, I'm trying to tell you something, I'm trying to show you. Just heard voices from over that way. Unless it's somebody walking this way with a dog.
Hello?
No, nothing. No, nothing at all. No, as you were talking, I just, sorry, but I didn't interrupt you, but I heard a voice.
We'll get the EVP recorder out.
I couldn't make out what was said, I just heard the, well, it don't help that I'm deaf in the left ear.
Well, we'll see if anyone wants to talk to us a bit later. We'll get the EVP recorder out and see if we can catch some conversation.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting if we can actually, I very much doubt we will, but if we can get Snell himself. Then again, even if something did come through and said, yes, I'm Jonas Snell, it don't necessarily mean it is.
I don't think he's here.
Why
would you?
Why would you stay around the area that your body was left?
Exactly. I don't think he's here, but there are certainly energies here.
Mm.
And this may be a focus for it, and it may be, if those people are what I think they are, it may be the fact that this was a gibbeting and hanging place, possibly.
Yeah.
That's attracted them, because the energy here is really, really.
That you felt was more devil worship.
That was, yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah. You think though, during the 70s, because Gerald Gardner, from the 1939, I think, if I remember rightly, 1940s, he came up with a modern form of Satanism. And during the 70s, it seemed to become like the norm to say, yes, I'm a Satanist.
No,
and
this is old.
You feel it's older, yeah?
No, this is old.
Okay.
This is similar time to this, or maybe even earlier. So we may be looking 1600s.
I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Now, I know when Whispering Willows were here, I spoke to Liz briefly, because she was knackered and cold. She said it was starting to frost up when I was out here, bless her. They said they were seeing the lights, and it definitely wasn't the cars. Now the road, you can see yourself, the road, there is a road there, and you can clearly hear the cars. Until it gets a little bit darker, we're not going to be able to tell ourselves about the lights. Not I'm saying this is wrong, but they said they saw some lights here. But you can see that is that's relatively thick forest.
We picked up lights when we were in the woods.
Yes, we did, yeah. Yeah.
So
that's when I saw the figure of the young boy run through.
Yes.
And I sprinted off and tripped over and broke my leg. Yeah, I remember that well.
Yeah, but then we did pick up lights, so it's sort of confirming each other's investigation.
Yeah.
Although it's not the same area, it's going to be similar energies.
And there is that light anomaly, although we can't explain it yet. That's an unexplained we have on our YouTube channel.
Yep. Yep.
I'm hope there could be something, it may not be, I'm really not sure. So
I'm freezing my tits off out here, it's freezing. I can barely press the buttons on the camera. I have brought up the Underground Ghostbox Pro by Heavy S Hands. It's the usual app with the reverse words. Difference being is it's all in Spanish. So any English words, in theory, should be something unexplainable. Whether it will be or not, we'll see. I'll turn that on and hold this, and Pete can do the calling out.
If there's anybody here, can you come forward, please? We'd like to speak to you. My name's Peter, this is my friend Carl. You see Carl's holding in his hand a little box. You can use the energy from that little box and manipulate the energy, and you can form words. So if there's anything you'd like to say to us, can you please say it now?
Did I just say to you?
I don't know. So I'm hearing movement over there anyway at this stage.
This time of night though, the birds be
Yeah.
roosting, aren't they? Or as I said, that pheasant goes off.
That would have been the pheasant.
Yeah.
Can you say my name?
Female voice said Peter.
Thank you.
That's interesting.
Can you tell us what your name is?
You can actually hear that Spanish.
The lady that just said my name, can you tell us what your name is, please?
I said something there, but I didn't catch it.
Can you say
Mary.
it again for us, Mary? I thought I heard a Marie earlier. Marie rather than Mary.
Rosie. I just said Rosie. Now, for those of you who don't know about this app, it's by Javier Sands, who works with Brian Holloway, Spain Paranormal app. And Javier, my friend, if you see this video, you can confirm it. But I believe everything on here is in reverse and in Spanish. There's nothing English on here on this particular app at all. And it's just come up with a couple of words, Marie or Mary. So that's interesting.
Marie, if you're here, can you come forward, please? Can you tell us if there's anybody else here with you? How many energies are here? How many spirits are here, Marie?
7. As I said. And you actually, funny enough, before we started filming, you said there was multiple.
Yeah, there's multiple. How many male spirit are there, Marie?
So you can hear them words are in Spanish and reversed. I struggle with English forward.
It's much like the one we had in French.
Yeah, at
Leiston.
Leiston Abbey, yeah.
Marie, do they know that we're here?
Marie, what colour jumper has Peter got on? Black. That was instant.
Thank you.
That was instantaneous. I love that. I love that when it happens.
Marie, do you know what year it is?
I just heard the word madam. But mind you, madam's the same forward and back, wasn't it? And it wouldn't be
Hi,
madam in
madam.
Spanish, would it?
No. Senora.
I don't know. I said I struggle with English, so.
Is it something like that? Marie, do you know who was on the throne when you died? Where did you live when you were alive, Marie? What was the name of the village you lived in?
Did I just say Leverington?
Yes.
How the fuck would... There's no way, I'm sorry, there's no way that would say Leverington. Javier would not know the name Leverington.
Thank you.
Wow. So, that's somewhere over this way.
Isn't that where the mill was?
Leverington Mill, yeah.
Yeah.
The mill's still supposed to be haunted by John Ball Jr. John Ball Senior.
Okay. Marie, did you live by the mill in Leverington? Do you know who worked in the mill?
Me. Beverly. I just said Beverly.
Possible. Who owns the mill, Marie?
Can you tell us the name of the owner of the mill who got murdered? That was Spanish.
It vaguely sounded like it was the right name. No light on.
Yeah, it's still recording, yep.
Oh.
So, well, that's definitely interesting. That was definitely...
Yeah.
There's no way in living hell Javier would put the name Leverington in this.
No.
And it wouldn't be... Leverington's not a Spanish word either.
No.
That's strange. That one, I can't explain that one.
Thank you, Marie.
That is interesting. That was clearly Leverington. I'm hoping the mic on that camera is strong enough that I picked that up. Wow.
And the strange thing is that neither one of us thought that there was a female entity
No,
here
we didn't.
at all, because all I was picking up and all
Was
you
the
were
males.
picking up was male. So that's come as a surprise, to be honest.
I just saw we had all
We did pick up before when we were here the smell of leather,
That's right, it was only in the one spot.
but just briefly.
Yeah.
We didn't hear the hoof prints.
No.
Possibly the leather may have been from saddle and bridle and
Possibly, yeah.
reins.
That was probably about a mile that way,
Yeah.
though, up near the farm.
Yeah.
And the farm, as another team had said, did have a slight link to Jonas Snell in that he was kept there.
Yeah.
He was found with the axe, covered in blood. He was charged. It was executed almost straight away.
Yeah.
So
That would have been probably.
he would have obviously needed a trial. So that would make sense, because that is Dragar's Hill there.
Yeah.
So that would make sense that he could have possibly have been in a building there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really not convinced at all that any of this activity has got to do with Jonas Snell. What you have,
No, I
in
don't.
fact, is that people report seeing the figures, like the cloaked, cowled figure with the skeletal face. They report strange lights. They report a whole range of phenomena,
Yeah.
but none of that is directly connected to Jonas Snell.
Yeah.
So I think these woods are most certainly full of energy, but I don't believe any of it really is connected to
Snell
Jonas
himself. Yeah.
and it just so happens because of the gibbet and because of the history that paranormal investigation teams come here to look for Jonas Snell and find a whole range of other stuff.
And it's attributed to him.
And it's just 2 and 2 makes 5.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
you really shouldn't surmise anything. You should.
Well, I'm
really
hoping we
try
don't
to
see the ghost horses, because I'm terrified of real horses. So I don't want to see a ghost one.
I have
petrified.
these things, whoever they are, over in that part, don't really wish to interact with us too much. Because they
Yeah,
are
I'm
really nice.
probably stupid because I actually want to go over there. But we're getting no activity. Excuse me. No activity on there at all. Did you want to try going live for a little while? See if we can get a signal.
Did we have the app recording on live, or was that just recorded? We didn't do that live, did we?
No, I recorded that.
Okay.
But I always put it back on. I've still got about 70% battery.
Let us see if we can get anything on EVP.
Aimed straight at the gibbet, and I took it off charge literally seconds before I walked out. It was fully charged, and the batteries are about to die, which don't make sense. My phone's not too bad. I lost about 2% on that. Peter's one's fine, but this one has got rechargeables in. I've got rechargeable Duracells, and they're brand new. I got them from Argos, and that's dropped. And I was on charge all night.
Strange.
It's only dropped by 1 bar, but all right, we'll hold that as a maybe. I'll check that back when I get a chance. I'll check that back, and I'll see if it picks it up. That wasn't me, because I haven't moved my feet at all.
It's definitely from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, mark that one.
Whoa.
Come forward. We can hear you.
If you can pick up anyone, see if you can get them to interact with the meter on there, because that's got an alarm on it, so it will definitely.
If you're stealing the energy from our cameras and our devices, there's a device on the old gibbet there that also has energy in. If you want more energy, go to that device and take the energy from there.
Right, okay. Hang on. That's it. See you
It's
there.
very cold.
Yeah. We'll just take a walk on Peter's suggestion.
We're just going to the other side of where these dark figures are, just to see if we can.
It's actually quite dark here. Even my IR isn't picking it up properly.
We still have some light left. Yeah, I'm moving into their energy now. This is not good.
This don't feel nice around this area.
This is not good. It's over here.
Yeah.
This is where these people are. Hearing movement.
Yeah.
That's not bird movement.
No, it's not. Well, that sounded low down.
Who's there? We're not scared. You want us to be, but we're not. Come forward.
Show yourself on my camera. I dare you.
Come forward. You are evil entities. Now come forward. Nobody's called you out before, have they? We're calling you out now. There was a light just there.
I just saw that.
Now come forward. Never mind all this light. Show yourselves.
Just beyond, just for the sake of the camera, just behind this tree here on the left, there was a light anomaly. A little way back, maybe what, 100, 200 feet back that way. It wasn't definitely it definitely wasn't a car, because at the time there was no cars going.
You can hear the cars,
You can hear them now, yeah.
but you can't see any of the lights from the cars.
Not from this angle, you can't. That was clear light though, that was. I even saw that.
Come forward now.
I need to check the back. I'll check back on that though, see if that was before or after I said show yourself.
Yeah. You come forward. You were mocking us earlier. Now we've come to meet you. Come forward. You're not mocking us now. You're evil.
Yeah.
No, not a normal mist.
Oh, normal mist. See,
If that's you, come forward again.
not
Show yourself as a mist.
Unfortunately, I'm not picking up on the IR.
Have we run out of light to film by?
Try it over there, I see if that works. No, it's not getting on the IR, unfortunately.
No.
Whoa.
Oh, that was a bird.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. I suddenly heard a movement.
Yeah, no, that was a bird in the tree. The thing before was definitely not a bird, and the
No.
light anomaly clearly isn't a bird.
Not unless it was having a fag.
Yeah, it could have been having fag. The lesser spotted fag smoker.
It's trying to snow.
It is indeed. It's really, really cold.
Oh, lovely.
Come forward. We're not going to be here for too much longer. This is your last chance. I know you don't want to come forward. You don't want people to know what you're doing here. I know what you're doing here.
Dogging? I'm wondering if whoever it is, I can get them to walk in between me and you. Then the IR might pick it up. What the hell is that?
That's over that way.
No, this way. I heard almost like chattering teeth, like what you.
Over here.
Oh, okay. That almost sounds like chattering teeth, like what you'd hear in like one of the Hellraiser movies.
It's still going on. If that's you, do it again, please. There's definitely shit going on here. Just heard something just down there.
No, I can't pick up eye shine or anything, because if it's an animal.
No.
Obviously you've got to think about external contaminations out,
Yeah.
like this, haven't you?
Yeah.
So,
Who's there? Come and tell me your name.
I thought I just saw something there. To the right of that tree, right this tree. I'll check back on the...
Come and tell me what your name is. No, it's not. They're telling me the name is Jonah. It's not. You are not Jonah. No, they're laughing. There's one guy who's taller than the rest. He's the leader, and he's the one that's laughing, and he's the one that's trying to play games with us.
Can you make the laughter loud enough to pick up on my camera? That tree's creaking.
Yeah.
Please don't fall on me.
Come forward. Come and talk to us. I know that you're Satanists, and I know that you're sacrificing animals here. I already know that. Just come forward.
Can you do your light anomaly again? You really think a light anomaly's going to scare us? We're married men, we're not scared of anything.
Except for the missus. This is really a creepy place.
Up by the gibbet itself is intense, but towards this end
This is just...
feels really heavy.
It is. I'm shivering, and it's not cold.
In fairness, it's chilly out here. It's cold out here, but it's not
It's no.
to the point you'd need a shiver.
You're affecting me. Back off. I just need to talk to you. I don't need you to affect me. You do not have my permission to touch me.
I'm hearing shuffling to my right. I bet if it's an animal though.
I can't hear it.
That's my good side.
I'm just I think concentrating so much because these things are not good. There's about 6
And
in this clearing.
did we not get, when we done Javier Sands app, did you not say you heard it say 7?
7, yeah.
6, there'll be 6 males and then the female that we got come through.
Yeah. So there's 6 of them around here,
Okay.
and they're all involved in ritual. All of them are involved in ritual.
Just saw towards the gibbet. If you just look straight ahead there, you got that slightly lighter colour tree.
Yeah.
With the darker one next to it.
Yeah.
Between the two, about 3/4 of the way up, there was one little flash of light.
Okay.
Now it wouldn't have been the road, 'cause the road isn't elevated.
The road is over there.
Yeah.
Runs round in the arc.
Yeah. And the road's not elevated, so not at that point, it's not anyway.
Show us the lights again. Come show us the lights. Show yourself as a light. A ball of light, please. Or a ball of dark.
Can you walk between me and myself and Peter?
Yes. Oh, your soul is so cold. So if you're not going to show us your presence by either dark shadow or a ball of light, and you're not prepared to come forward and speak to us, then we're going to leave you. We're going to leave you to your ritual. I just saw something over that way, a dark shadow there.
Yeah, I was not quite good enough to pick up, unfortunately.
Like
Either it might be, it
bleaching
just might be
light.
my eyesight was. Okay. I'm feeling a rumbling in the floor.
The whole place is,
Yeah,
it's like a low frequency vibration,
yeah.
the whole place.
You're
So
certainly
for
not
any
coming
other
near me.
teams that come along, this is just down the path from the gibbet. This is the place that you really need to come and investigate. But please make sure that you've got full protection when you do. Because I think if we stayed until it got pitch black here, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I think we'd be in serious trouble at this point.
Them lights of that car was nothing like what I saw between them 2 trees.
The light I saw was blue,
What I saw was like a pure, like a whitey colour.
brilliant.
Yeah.
It's not like a car light,
It
it's
definitely
more of a
wasn't.
yellow colour.
No, it wasn't a car light, and it would have been too high up as well. So.
Yeah. No, there's definitely light anomalies going on here. And I can see movement all over the place.
Mm.
We can't pick it up because the IR's not.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not rich enough to buy a proper one.
It's fine.
Just saw movement there,
Yeah, the whole
right over that way.
thing is like, it's black movement as well.
Yeah.
It's like black shadows moving about, and I keep catching them all
Yeah.
over the place.
Usually in like peripheral vision as well.
Yeah, they're sort of, I've seen them there, seen them there, and I've seen them over there. So it's like the whole gamut round is with black shadows. Thank you. Now you can see when we were here earlier and we had the meter running, we were getting absolutely 0 hits on the EMF meter.
Mm.
And now all of a sudden, now it's dark, as I suggested, we started picking up hits on the EMF meter.
They are sporadic at the moment though. Oh, another one.
Can you light the lights again for us, please? We know you like lights. You asked, and they seem to be reacting to you more.
Is there a reason you're reacting to me? Is there a reason you're reacting to me more than Peter? If there is, can you send that right up to the red? Can you use all the energy to send that to red to prove to me that you want me to have contact with? Whoa. That hit the first red.
Thank you.
Why is it me? Why is it me? I'll be able to.
Yeah.
But on the size of this screen, we've got Harry Connick Jr. with us.
Yeah.
Alright, is there a reason you want me? You're trying to contact me?
Light the lights for yes. Are you doing this? Are you doing this to draw our attention away from what's going on behind us? Because I can feel people there.
Footstep, heavy footsteps then. That was very heavy footsteps.
There's people there.
Alright, instead of getting the K2 to go off, how about get the other gadget to go off? If you touch it, an alarm will go off, so just to prove that you're here. Can you prove you're here by touching it? I'll even touch it myself to show you, if I can reach. See? It makes a noise if you touch it. Can you do the same? I don't know why, it seems to be wanting to react to me. It's all stopped now, but when Peter was asking, it went, oh, I just went up to the red again. When Peter was asking questions, it's getting nothing. I've got my hood on, I'm looking like an Eskimo. Eskimo in Leverington. When Peter was asking, there was nothing. When I was asking, it was reacting. I can't get the other app to go.
If I move this up to near to where that other device is, will you still react with this one, please?
Try it.
Just so that we can change the location. Thank you.
Right, I've got both there.
Can you make one of the devices activate for us, please?
Well, that was quite a big spike. I went right up to the orange then.
So I heard movement again at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm trying to use my logical brain. Is it external contamination or is it an actual anomaly? Oh, I just saw movement there, right by that bush. That tree that was there. Dark shadow between that tree where the IR cam is, where the still cam is, and where the gibbet is. Okay.
We've had quite a lot of personal experiences here. We've not really managed to pick up too much by way of evidence. We've seen some light anomalies which hopefully Carl's captured
Hopefully, yeah.
on his recording, which obviously once we've edited it we'll put it out in group and also on our YouTube channel. There's some pretty dark energies here. We've seen some shadows moving. It's probably 300 yards away from the gibbet, and we've heard movements, we've heard footsteps, which hopefully we would have picked up on the recording devices, and we've had a reasonably good result from one of the apps from the Spanish people.
Spanish Paranormal by Javier Sands.
Yeah, Spanish Paranormal by Javier Sands, where we've had a name or two that's come across. We've not really had any affirmation that Jonas Snell is still here at the gibbet, although earlier on there was some psychometry that I did, and Carl also felt, and we believe he's buried at this spot. But other than that, it's really cold. We've had a few spikes on the EMF meter, which you'll see on the video.
They seem to be responding to me more than you though, for some reason.
Yep. Hi Lisa Jane, how are you? Yep, they're responding to Carl's questioning rather than mine.
Do you know what though? Sorry, checking the temperature, it says it's exactly the same as when we got here.
Okay, so
Still says 6 degrees.
right, so it's sort of saying it's 6 degrees here on the thermometer. However, it feels a lot colder than 6 degrees. There was one point where I was actually shivering. That was when we were trying to investigate these dark energies, and it really did affect me and made me actually shake and shiver. They're really nasty energies. They're particularly, I believe they're Satanists. There's a group of 6 of them, and they're all wearing black hooded robes, cowl type things.
But that would link in with one of the 2 stories of the area.
Yeah, one of the stories is that a dog walker or a couple of dog walkers came up past the gibbet, and what they actually saw there was a cowled, hooded figure with a skull-like face. So that sort of ties in really with some of the anecdotal evidence that people have come up with. I don't believe Jonas Snell is here. I'm really getting no energy from that sort of type at all. We had a female energy come through and give her name as Marie. I was surprised at that because the only energies that I could feel here were all male energies.
And when you, if I remember rightly, you asked how many were here and it came up with 7. So you picked up 6 figures further down, and with her that would be 7.
Yeah. So I think what I might do is we might now go around and see whether we're catching anything else from the EMF meter. Most of the activity that I felt has been on the other side of the gibbet, so it's sort of at the back of the gibbet. The EMF spikes we were getting before.
Footsteps.
Is there anybody there? Come closer. Come forward. Come forward and tell us your name.
Sorry, I wasn't being rude. I heard
No,
that.
fine. No, we need to stop.
And that wasn't in the grass, that was along that muddy path.
Okay, so someone's maybe along the path. Let's see if we can, that was just my box dropping. You can see how cold it is. This is not a paranormal mist. This is the mist from our breath that you can see on the camera. I can't see anything along there. The atmosphere here, by the way, is really, really heavy. It's really not a nice place to be, particularly now it's dark.
If you remember at one point, just after we first got here, I said that I felt like someone was pressing my chest.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could feel it the minute you walked into the woods from the road. You could feel the energy change. And actually, just to my left, there's a field, and if you walk into that field, the energy again changes. So it's just in these woods.
Well, the thermometer says it's 6 degrees, but it has a wind chill to make it feel like 1 degree.
It feels like about minus fucking 20.
It is pretty chilly out here. And it had been slight snow around here earlier.
Yes. So I'm just going to have a walk around the back of the gibbet. You can see that it's completely woodland everywhere. So, like idiots, we're out in the woods in the middle of the night in the freezing cold.
I could be at home with a nice hot coffee watching Britain's Got Talent.
Now, can
Whoa.
you see
Yeah, I was going.
that light that you can see? I'll shine the torch on it for a while. That's my EMF meter. So, if you're there, can you light the lights up for us again, please?
Does that help?
No.
Whoa. You see, can you light lights up and straight away it went?
Thank you for that. Now stop.
That's my stomach.
So you can see we're in the middle of the woods. This wasn't happening before. It's
Whoa,
clearly
FBI
happening
spike.
now. And there's absolutely no reason why this should be doing this at all. It's actually on the floor behind the gibbet.
It's been there for about 20 minutes, half hour.
Yeah, it's been there for a good while, and it's not actually done anything. This is the part where we actually felt the vibrations from the bones that are buried underneath the gibbet.
Oh, the IR is actually picking up the movement.
So I don't actually think there's a great deal we're going to be able to do unless it stops doing it.
Can you stop the lights? Can you stop flashing the lights? Why is the second one getting so bright?
I'm just going to take the camera away. Actually, no.
Yeah, if I move back behind. Look, this is where I leave the twins. Oh Christ!
Right. Okay.
I nearly had to marry the fence then.
Right, now it's stopped. Now you've
Ah.
gone out there, it's stopped. I was actually in the gibbet enclosure.
Hold on. I just want to check something. No, actually. Oh, actually.
I don't think it.
Could that be the IR?
Don't think so. It's still going. It's going
Yeah, and
stronger.
I'm 3 foot away from it. Let me move back further. I can't actually see the K2 now, what position I'm at, but
It's still lighting up.
I'm probably about 6 feet away from it now.
Even the first light went out there for a moment. Let me see if, can I zoom in on it? No, not on a live feed, I cannot. So there's no reason really whatsoever that these lights are going off. As I say, we're in the middle of the woods, there's no electrical cables about, and it's now just started to snow.
Oh, for God's sake.
And I have no idea why it is.
It's snowing.
Yep, it's snowing for definite.
Oh, no, it's changed from snowing to rain.
Good.
Make your bloody mind up. That's interesting, the active. Could it be... Is that snow or is that rain?
Sleep, I think.
That's sleet. Could that interfere with the K2?
Wouldn't have said.